Hello everyone, how are we doing today? Oh, we got a notification from YouTube already as soon as we started the stream. Let's see what it says. Engage with your stream, engage with your viewers. What would you like to do? Start a poll, do a Q&A, or do a members only live stream? YouTube is like very greedy today, aren't they? Jesus. It's not even been 10 seconds and they want me to do members only. Hello there, Gabriel. How are you today? So from the last live stream, we finished making the gun store buffet, the most American building within Louisville, it seems. And for this stream, we're going to be working on the fire station. However, we will need to be even more detailed for this building. So I've been thinking of like assets we can buy to make it a little bit easier on ourselves and help spice up, you know, the view of it and stuff. So some part of the stream today we might be looking through models and stuff like that so that we can make it as lifelike as possible. You're good? What about you? I'm doing fine. Been sucking on cough drops quite a while and just letting it go. See if it heals my voice at all. It won't do much since this is like how I naturally sound though. So we'll see. Actually, before I carry on, I'm gonna make sure the music isn't too loud for y'all or I'm overpowering. Let me check real quick. Yeah, we are, oh my god. We are pretty clear. Thank you very much for the membership. Let me turn that music back on for y'all. So you're not sitting here in silence also as Louisville loads on. But yes, thank you, Gabriel, for the membership. How does it? I didn't know it does multiple animations. What? That's fine. But yeah, thank you very much. But yeah, just gonna sit here. We can relax, talk about how each other's days go, and you might hear my dog in the background. But we will be looking at the fire station models. Let me see real quick. Actually, I'm gonna load up Fab, in which that is the Unreal Engine Marketplace, and see if they have anything like that. Also, actually, hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. Chat box is working just fine. Let's see, what's some keywords we can use? Let's just do fire station just for a start, see if we can get anything. We actually here. I can have this on the side. Oh, actually Louisville's about to load up, so I won't load that up. Okay. things I need to get. There's a few things I favorited for the map. There is street lights, street signs, some more cinematic fires and stuff for when we do the animations. A lot of things. And also for anyone who's been usually here for most streams, I did find the reason why my mic cuts in and out, where I found out it was the alt button. So this whole time I've been using or holding down the alt button, so it gets rid of that whatever, like, cutoff sequence. Don't know why it doesn't, but at least it should stop. We might have to do sort of a sequence where I'll probably, oh my god, I'll probably build the fire station, like the shell of it, and then fill the inside like I do for most normal maps. And I'll probably use the assets I buy from, I'll show it to you guys so you're not left in the dark. Louisville is still loading, by the way. I'm not like hiding things from you guys. Do I have a display thing here that I can show you? No, I do not. Hold on. Let me get a display ready for y'all. Okay, maybe, oh yeah, I have to get a display. I thought I could just load one up. No, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. There we go. That is really not right. Okay, hold on. Let me get this going. Fit to screen. There you go. Ooh. Yeah, we can do that. I have a feeling that with this here, I might consider getting these assets. These are very generic fire station assets and would speed up the process within making the building. And with it, I'm not even showing the right stuff, am I? What am I doing? Oh my god. Okay, OBS, thank you very much for not showing me what I'm actually showing me. Anyway, as it was crashing my entire computer from loading all that up, I'll be thinking of considering on buying these assets. These assets are, as I was saying, generic fire station, nothing too advanced, nothing too small. Ooh. Thank you, Sergal, for the subscription. But it also has two sides of like very clean and like very dirty and abandoned, which would, you know, work well with the effect we're going with. So I feel like during the outbreak, we might consider using, you know, this one. I'm gonna just delete the display because I think, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually just buy it right now and give you guys that premium experience. Okay. Okay, that's bought. Okay, Louisville is loading up as well. So everything might be ready in just like a few seconds. As long as I can find this project file. Oh, are you serious? Okay. So, here, I'm gonna unhide the screen for y'all. So, Louisville, here it is. If you haven't been here for the previous live streams, we made the gun store and the buffet building yesterday, which we just focused on the insides, the lighting and stuff like that, and the gun store is over here. Obviously no guns yet, because when we're just focusing on like the main buildings and everything like that, so like detailed areas where we might add rifles or something, we'll add that in after, you know, so not too many things to focus on, like every piece of trash or something like that. But the next building would be the fire station, which is right here, and then over here is like apartment buildings, but we just have those in bulk, so I could simply copy and paste them and put them over there with ease. But now looking at the here, hold on, I don't know what it's gonna do. No, it's not gonna show anything. Okay. I have to create a new project file for the fire station we just bought that we can help use for this, and then I have to import it from another project into this one. So much complications for one little thing, I guess, but it's fine though. Let's see here. What is the timing on that? It'll probably take around maybe 5 minutes to download that, given I'm both streaming and downloading and running this. How are we doing today? We're doing quite well. We're hopefully gonna finish up on this square today, in which we have to build the fire station. And I have been thinking on maybe changing some things around. Like the hospital here is, I feel like it may be too small, even though there's only one story for it. So I'm deciding if I want to make it taller in some way, or if there's another hospital in Louisville that I don't know about, then maybe that can change my mind. We'll see what happens. But let's see real quick of what I have to make exactly for the fire station. So I'm gonna pull that to my side monitor here for a second. Okay. You know, it's not that bad for, I guess, detail work, but importing the models might take a little bit to make it look more lifelike, you know. Yesterday I saw your video about Project Zomboid lore compilation. Nice job, brother. That's amazing. The results in the job you must do. Lol. You get a new sub. Thank you very much. Let's see. Where do I... Okay. So, what we need to do, first we need to grab, ooh, I want this as lifelike as possible. There's a brick texture I used around here. I think it's this one. It's either this one or, no, it's not this one. This one's a brown brick. I think it's this one. We used a 3D photo scan version material of a brick wall and converted it in here so we can have, well, you know, as close as possible texture for it. So we can use this and hopefully it's not clipping at all or anything, is it? No. No, it's not. Is it at 30? Yeah, it's at 30. Okay. Yeah, we're good then with that. We will, however, have to... I feel like that'd be a minor thing to work with, as it is the idea of... Not the idea, what am I saying? I have to... I think I just get rid of this entirely. Yeah. Maybe. Because there is no... On the map, it's all asphalt or it's a road. Or, yeah, just like parking lot. There's nothing major. Do I just get rid of it entirely, I think? Maybe. I'll line it up with this and then shrink it down, just so it's easier. That way, yeah, that way we can do that. We will, however, need to do this then. Okay, and I don't know if it's just the same size or, yeah, need a little bit of a jump above it just so it doesn't clip into each other. Great work, man. Love the motivation. Thank you, icy mild hot sauce. Okay. Oof. How tall is this compared to that? It's pretty tall. It might be fine. We'll work with it. We'll see what we can do. We might... Let me see. 20. It's 20 at the area. We don't want it to collide. 19, 17. We'll go 17. Okay. And for the inside, we'd like to do a dark gray plaster. Or gray brick. Gray brick would be better. But besides, you know, all this, I forgot to ask, besides one person who was in here, how's y'all day been? We ourselves had a very, I guess, eventful day. We had steaks for dinner and just relaxed before we, I guess, started building this hellhole. I need a side door area. Okay, I forget. Is it -1? There we go. Okay, I need windows after this. I think they're at 0.3, and so we're gonna do this. Just so we can get it perfect. There we go. I will say we got actually quite the funniest emails recently. Not really emails. They were more of when I say emails, they were just like general tickets in the server. I bet y'all would love this opportunity. We had somebody flaunt how they could help us in major ways with building the city, and we were very intrigued. We were like, oh, how could you do that? Is it like, are you an animator or something? And then their response would be like, oh no, I'm actually something way better. And we're like, oh, what's better than an animator? Then they just said it's better because I use AI. And we're like, oh, we don't want AI slop in the project. And they go, oh no, it'd make your job so much easier and faster. Greatly to say, we turned them down for that opportunity they offered. The last thing we need is someone to flaunt AI's junk into our projects. I don't know what it is with, I don't know if it's Zomboid or if it's large animation projects, but that like just drives people who use AI to like come in and assist. You know? Like, are we just like, are we the goodie bag that like the children try to steal type situation? What's better than an animator? An animator that gets paid every month. It still surprised me how many animators struggle in the market. That sucks, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a lot more competition now, given Unreal is advancing so far, where they announced that, what was it? They announced either with the new Unreal Engine that they're going to be releasing a version, or not a version, or a tool of it where you can do mocap with a webcam, which is not a bad thing, not at all. It saves people the, you know, struggle of spending money on suits like we've done. And it gives, you know, everyone an opportunity to, you know, do things differently or in their own style. But that also puts an issue on other animators where you could say, oh, I specialize in mocap, when if they then release a tool that does that, then there's going to be like 3,000 or 30,000 other people who join in and say they specialize on that. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Okay, I just realized I was doing the wrong thing. Am I doing the wrong thing here? I'm seeing like a line. I am seeing a line. Okay. Yeah, I'll just change these to 0.31. Cover that up. Is there a line here too, or am I seeing things? No, that one I may have seen things. Okay, so front, no, side entrance done. The whole back entrance is actually a flat wall. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and do that. Just get that out of the way. Having the back part would be easy because we're focusing on the walls on the inside. And then after other project that was in here, or that I bought just a second ago. Oop. I saw that message for like a nanosecond. Got sniped. What happened? I did see like the first part of it, which I think you oh, okay. This map can be play or this only for a render video. Sorry for my ignorance. Oh no, you're fine. Right now the goal is only to have it be able to be for the video, as we only have, you know, planned it to be in the video. We haven't planned any other goals or anything for it. That's pretty much all we have right now. Now in the future, if we want to, like, you know, let people download this or use it, like they can walk around in their own way, because there's we can use this as a project file and set it up where people can like walk around in first person and like see this for themselves, or like walk around like a normal human being and just, you know, go down the street, look around, do stuff like that. It might be hard for some computers given the massive scale this is, but we could do that. But for like playing as a game wise, most likely not. Just be more like a tourist type thing, you know. It's not like anything major. Actually, I wonder real quick, hold on. There is a type of window I think I used before. I think I used it in here. No, maybe not. No, I used it inside, I think. Where did I use it inside? No, I just used the giant windows. Okay, so yeah, that one's a lost cause. Yeah, no, it'll be more like a tourist attraction type thing, if you understand that. But who knows what we do in the future. Maybe one day where we stop making the Zomboid animations, or we run out of like story ideas, that we actually decide to make our own game and we make a version of like our own version of Louisville. So let's see here. How far up does this go? It needs to go all the way to the grass. So, yeah. I do wonder, actually. I was thinking on creating a background. Not. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. I was going to explain how I was going to make like a chat box background for y'all guys, but that's not really important. Obviously, the important thing is, you know, getting Louisville up and running. And I forgot it takes like 5 minutes to delete objects. That's fine though. Okay, just need to, oh, it's auto saving. Okay, we got like 10 seconds till we can move. I always did consider, we get so many like comments saying that we should make our own game at this point, even though I know it's going to take so much longer to do, because we got map making, animations to do, but then you have the concept of coding and making and programming enemies. God. Who knows what we'll do in the future. Okay, we can move again. I personally wanted to do a thing where if we released a video each time, we would have, every time we released a video, we would have like released a mini game or something that went with it. And as awesome as that fucking would have been, it would have been, you know, twice or 3 times as longer to program with it. We actually had a beta version of something within our Enigmaverse. We created like a Five Nights at Freddy's type style game with one of our Enigma monsters. And as funny as it was, we couldn't really release it just because it wasn't polished or anything. Well, we may do something. Okay. That goes all the way across. Yeah. There we go. Let's see here. I know I haven't asked this in a while, given if you are new to our live streams or not. If you, is there any animations on certain stories or certain pieces of lore within the Zomboid universe that y'all would want to be, like, seen to be animated? Obviously, we've been told about, you know, the other theories of how the outbreak started, like the truck crash that was near Muldra, or the secret bunkers or secret laboratories, stuff like that. We've gotten told a lot of that. My dog's going off like crazy. Is there any like special stories that you hold dear to you that you really just want to, you know, get shown? If you say some, there might be some already that we have like in mind as well, so. Ooh, is that? Okay, yeah, no, I can't do that. I just need to do that. I might have did this wrong. Or maybe not. We'll see. Ooh, one more in. There we go. Okay, so that's good, that's good. The outside walls are essentially done. I do need to put in the, well, there's 2 things. There's a doorway and there's a window I need to do. And columns as well. So let me get this sort of done. Let's see here. It's a double door with that. And I do want to center it like right there. Need some like easy presentation when we do it. Oh, I'm remembering these are bricks that are the 3D bricks, so they might, or are they world? Oh, I made them world bricks, so it might be easy. We'll see. One thing when like a concept, not concept. One thing with these like materials, you can set some up so they don't like clip in or anything like that all the time, which is very, very good. However, you have to be careful because sometimes they'll flicker. Ooh, okay, and the areas between the doors of the fire station as well, I need to watch out for. Okay, then I need some columns. Luckily I have like these type columns I can sort of put a material on and just, you know, call it there. I don't need anything special, they're just columns. Nothing entirely fancy. We'll make ooh, that's too thick, I'd say. Maybe 1.5 each. Yeah. They are, let's see. Yeah, I'd say that's about good there. Maybe they're two. Maybe I just do the 1.1s. It would be something I consider after, you know, looking at it more when I get closer to the finished product. Okay, let's see here. So, actually here, I'm gonna get this done over here first, and then get the outside windows done first is what I'm meaning. And then after that, we can import, or at least okay, there's that. And then I need the single plane one. There we go. Yeah. Surely I think trying to think of what like videos y'all will want. We have so many ideas in mind based on, you know, the lore of Zomboid. But we have I guess too many ideas. We have ideas of, you know, survivors. We have ideas of the other theories of what could have caused the virus or the outbreak. We have other ideas that happen way after the apocalypse, and even ideas that happen way before the apocalypse, like the Spiffos video, for example. But it all depends on, like, I guess what you want. Maybe we'll have to do like maybe a YouTube poll or something like that, or a post. I mean, I guess generally it's the same thing overall. Okay, this is sort of growing on me, so I'm just going to do one by ones on these. Yeah. Then. Yeah. That seems about right. then I need a double door. Or maybe, do I have one that is see-through? Maybe the police station one? Jesus. There we go. Okay, there we go. At least we have a door on that. That door, however, is a little too tall. Let me shrink that down just a bit. Yeah, then let me upscale these a little bit. Ooh. Okay, maybe I have to do it through here. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Probably next we will... Well, we have the maps or the other files we have to load up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to load up the second file after saving this, which I'm saving right now. And then we can essentially, I guess, copy and paste the other fire station into here so I can use the assets of that. It's taking a long time for this to save. No, as soon as I say that, it kicks back right into gear. Okay. Ooh, okay. It's like lagging a little bit. You know what? Right before I do all that, I'm gonna go ahead and actually just start doing the walls inside. That way I can not guess, but more like articulate. I don't even know if I'm using the right fucking words. It's so I can at least know where all the assets and models will be. There we go. Okay, that one's like a 2x2 room, so this is the same for length out, probably 4 wide. Well, this one's supposed to go all the way down there. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know if I could do that. We'll see. You're all on. So that is about 3 walls in. Yeah. then sort of a 1x1 structure here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. Then we need to do sort of like this. That's the opening. Okay. So there's going to be some, I guess, creative liberties to this because we need to... We're sort of a little too wide front to back. But that sort of works because I think like... Here, let me see. Let me type in like just truck. So here is a fire truck in size. That's usually in Zomboid, like for an example. I don't know if that's the exact size or it might have to be bigger. Let's, you know what, let me double check real quick on that too. Let me do what we need to do. Let me give ourselves a zombie. And then we get a driving sitting animation. Just so we can get like scale of how big it is. Okay, so there's our generic size zombie. Nothing special about him. If I do this... Okay. Okay, so the truck itself is a little too big. Unless he was hauling from the bottom. Let's see how much smaller we can get then. I think we can't really change the size much of this. Do 0.9. You know, 0.9 might be fine. It's just 0.1 smaller. But that sort of works because they're known to be giant as hell. So, yeah. We should be fine. Okay, let me just do this then. We just need one doorway here. Saves us some time in actual models as well, so it doesn't have to load everything. Okay, so that's the layout for the outside, sort of. Now for the inside. Trying to see what I can make right now. Or at least try to make. as well sort of start with the front. So, yeah. Then after we place all the walls down, we'll go ahead and do the flooring. And then after that, we might be fine. Ooh, okay. We have 3 instances of these, which we need to watch out for. Howdy there, Ambi. How are you doing today? I think I'll need to place a metal barrier between these, or sort of inside the windows. I don't remember. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, crap. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're getting good with this. Howdy there, David. How are you? I see the regulars are starting to roll in. I noticed that for YouTube after, like, usually after, like, near the 1 hour mark, it sends out notifications to people who watched their stuff before a lot. Unless you guys were here before, which is fine. But we even have our, like, alt accounts that we use, and we haven't gotten notification until, like, just 5 minutes ago. Don't know why. Doing all right. Just took a shower and all that, so feeling pretty good. That's good. You? I'm doing fine. I'm dealing with building all this as usual. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe the notification button is, maybe YouTube like gives an hour for new people or something. I don't know. It's hard to say. Given how money hungry they are, I wouldn't be surprised for strange tactics from them. Yeah, I just need one easy wall over here. Just make sure there's no gap there. Yeah. Speaking of notifications on phones, like I was mentioning, literally just got the notification now. Okay. Greedy corporations doing sketchy shit. Damn, who would have ever seen that coming? Yeah. Every major platform out there is owned by, well, a greedy corporation in a way. Let's see here. All right, 5-minute wait on deleting one object. There we go. Okay, and it's auto-saving as well. Okay. I mean, at least it is auto-saving. We had an instance yesterday where we finished a whole chunk of an area and it just crashed. Don't know why I didn't auto-save it, but we lost a whole chunk as we were building. So I can't really deny it. There we go. Okay, I just need to apply a doorway then to one of the areas. Is it closer to the wall over here? Yes, it is. Okay, so that area is done. Then what do we do next? We have sort of 3 more, no, sort of 4 more rooms to do. Okay. And then we have the second floor, but that's something else to deal with. Okay, can we get, how far out is it to the door? I do wish there was a way we could like that some way. But knowing how Zomboid is just all planes or flat objects, it would be a little hard to deal with. But at least we'd have something to work off of. Freeze CAD has a similar autosave, plenty of crashes, but hasn't lost any work yet. Never heard of that one. Yeah, it was, it's not that often it crashes for, Unreal. It does sometimes if you're, like, messing with, you know, some very out of date stuff or just so many variables for a project file. So it was sort of on us. We were testing fluid simulation, but with fire, because we were wanting to add burning zombies for part of our animation, and we loaded it up as we were building because we were curious, and then it just shut the whole thing down. We're like, oh, okay, I guess we can't. But yeah, it's weird how many like things you have to research when making animations. Like generically, some people would think like, okay, you got zombies, you know, zombies moving movies, or you could watch like 500 different zombie movies to get like an idea of what type of, you know, zombie you want to animate, or in better words, you know, be involved in your film, because you got like the slow walkers, you got the sprinters, you got I don't know, you got sprinters, and then you have like the Left 4 Dead version of sprinters where they just bomb rush you. And then you have like the clicker version of zombies where they snap their movements. That's just like one generic thing to look at for an animation. That's just based off, you know, hundreds of thousands. You could think of, you know, the weapons, the type of vehicles you would see in there. If you want to be realistic, what would decomposition look like with zombies? Knowing that not a lot of zombie, not genre, but zombie shows and movies, they don't focus really much on the decomposition, aka the fucking Walking Dead, where zombies have been active for, I don't know, 30 years or something in that universe. Who knows? I've got so many character references I've got to do at the moment as an art fight. As art fight is in a week, but procrastinating while watching the stream right now. You're fine. There's so many different types of zombie infected medias. Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing with us too. We've watched, I don't even want to know how many different genres, or not genres, just movies in general to base a lot of our stuff off of. Because we have, I could pull them up right now if I wanted to. We have 42 different zombie runs or walks if we wanted to change up certain things, how zombies move, and we based each walk off a different movie. We even have the fucking Left 4 Dead type run. I doubt we'll use that anytime soon for this this universe. Be the scariest probably see though. You're expecting, you know, either a basic sprinter or something like I don't know, just a shambler or whatever they call them in those movies, just a walker. And you get the fucking Walking Dead, not Walking Dead, the Left 4 Dead zombie, or it just comes up and starts beating the shit out of you, not even eating you. So that's actually a pretty funny thing about them. I don't know if it's just generically the game or something like that, but fucking Left 4 Dead, they don't really eat. They infect you, or they just come beat the shit out of you and run away. I need to look at the, I know the comments are, or not comments, the comics are very, they're very different. Decomposition is one of my favorite subjects in zombie media because, like you said, it's hardly explored, if not completely ignored. Yeah. I mean, we've looked at so many different, I could get rid of this because I already used it. We've looked at so many different subjects of zombie media, of decomposition, because, you know, companies are like, okay, we want an ending for our zombies. Maybe we just have them all die out. And then they're like, maybe you want to keep the story going, but they're like, what about decomposition? And they're like, what? Decomposition? They last forever. And then the story lasts for 25 years or something like that. They just keep milking it until their viewership dies down. Left 4 Dead Witch even warns you. Yeah. I heard that fucking beep again. For some reason there's a beep in one of these songs for some reason. I don't know why. It's a weird thing. Need this back to full size. Ooh, shit. There we go. Okay, that is good for that one. We sort of have like 2 mini rooms to do. Yeah. So we have one room here, which isn't that much. It's a doorway. So there's that. Then there's a divide here. I do wonder, like, people have asked, like, what, like, the longest running zombie thing is, besides, like, TV shows, like a movie or a series. So, like ours, we do, like, we're not a TV show, we're just, like, independent films over and over again. I'm trying to think if there's any other people who do stuff like that. The Walking Dead remains to be my favorite of all time because it's the media that sparked my lifelong adoration for zombie media, but I really wish it would just die. At this point, it's not even the zombies that won't decay. It's undead. Yeah. It originally, I would say it started off real strong, but then it became more of like, the fear isn't the undead anymore. It's people. It's bandits or other groups, which is understandable, but there's a point to how many times you can do that. Like, what was it? I know season 1, well, season 1 is basically just zombies. Season 2, pretty sure it's the farm. And then season 3 is the jail, which they focused pretty hard on the zombies there, and sort of on people on minor occasions, which was good because people weren't the threats really. But then you had the timeline. You had the part of the series where it was the governor's like little camp territory, which destroyed the jail with his tank. And then after that, I don't think I really watched much after that. And then after that, it was Negan's, I think, storyline that cut in. So it went from like group and then to another group. Or did they get split up in the middle? I don't know. But still the same point holds. Like an anthology? Maybe. Yeah, it's got a household of issues. Yeah, I mean, you gotta think of like, what did they do recently? What did they do recently? They did, I don't even know what the show's called, Daryl and Carol or something like that, where they're in like New Zealand or some place, I don't know. All I know is that in that series they like exposed what like the virus came from. I think it was France or something like that. It doesn't help they switched directors a billion times. Yeah, I can see that. Knowing big companies and a shit ton of spin-offs, yeah. I mean, that's one thing I don't understand. You have the virus that started it all. The main reason you have, you know, this show, but you're gonna show it off on a the only way you're gonna show like it was created or like its big reveal was in a spin-off series. That doesn't really make sense to me. I feel like you would at least try to, you know, say, oh, it was created in for this reason, some reason, or somewhere within the main show or main timeline area. Not in some, oh, you gotta watch all 15 seasons of Walking Dead to understand everyone, and then watch the one spin-off series, then you understand what happened or how all this started. That seems like such a bad thing for me. I will say though, the one spin-off that I did enjoy, which I'm pretty sure it started pretty early on. It wasn't one of the spin-offs that came out recently, like New York or Daryl and Carol, or whatever it is. It was the Fear of the Walking Dead series, where I think they're in LA or California, where I don't remember where they are, but where they're basically on ground zero and they're 100% on civilian POV of how everything started. In which there's not a lot of things I saw wrong done for like season 1 there. Season 1, episode 1 sort of dragged on a little bit, but that is, build up for everything. And we can't really complain for like dragging things on given like the videos we produce. But still, the rest of the like season 1, I'd say is pretty good. Hello there, Vinny. You watched half of that, I think. Yeah. It was I'd say it gives like a good standpoint. Ooh, hold on. I think someone's at my door. 1 second. Okay, so I might have to go assist with something in just a second, but I guess just to finish that up as they're getting something ready. What was I gonna say? Yes, I'd say Fear the Walking Dead is good. It gives like a good ground zero point of view of everything that happened, because you're focusing on like a civilian POV the entire time. Some of the civilians, they have like a little bit of high power, where one's a doctor and they can like sort of understand that it's not like a normal, medical thing going on. It's not like the flu or anything. But besides that, they have to face like undead or zombies within the neighborhood that used to be their neighbors. But also it shows competence from the US military that was based there. Thing, you can just mute it, but it is like very like oh, if a zombie apocalypse started, this is what we're gonna do. Like, you see streets of undead mown down because the military knows to shoot them in the head. And also they gate off communities to create save points, and then also trap the infected into large buildings. They do all of that. And honestly, probably one of the smartest military I've seen within, zombie universes. For that area, that is. I don't know what the military was doing outside of that area. Telltale's The Walking Dead game is pretty much my lifeline in the Walking Dead franchise. I haven't played it. I've seen some. I don't know if I watched a playthrough of it, but I know like generally what happens, and I've heard so many praises for that game. Maybe I'll play that sometime. I don't know. I think Plague Inc.'s virus offers the most realistic transmission, incubation, mutation, and morality mechanics. It's grounded and keeps the audience on their toes. I mean, yeah, that would make sense. I mean, the game's whole selling point is creating viruses, so it would be understandable if they have like the greatest understanding, or I guess one of the best versions of a virus. It'd be like comparing if a good cooking game had like good cooking authentics, or authentics, what in the hell, good cooking techniques and stuff like that. Hopefully they would have the best on it. It'd be funny as hell if wonder if they have something. I saw a mod or something like it. It was like a Telltale, not Telltale. My God, I'm mixing all my words up today. God damn. Plague Inc., where you just have like, I don't know, stupid baby mode or something like that, where you just say like, okay, if you like look at the virus you're infected, where it's super easy to get sick. You make it you make the virus so acceptable to everyone to where like it's a badly written like fan fiction or story where everyone's immediately infected or something like that. I need to see. I remember there was like some mode or something I saw like on a video like that. I'm pretty sure that's why they called it that. I didn't make up the name. It was literally called stupid baby mode or something like that. Weirdest video for you page poll I've ever fucking seen. Telltale's The Walking Dead is amazing apart from season 3 in my opinion. Season 3 was a bit weak, but I still enjoyed it. I feel like that's like a general concept from a stand, or just like a general thing that's for a lot of series. Unless you are the godsend of creating stories and or games. Season 1 most likely would be one of the best. Season 2 could be superior or even better. But season 3 is usually when things drop. So good comparison, Borderlands 1. Borderlands 2 really stepped it up. You got Handsome Jack, New Vault Hunters, many things. But then you get Borderlands 3. And we don't talk about Borderlands 3. Nor do they advertise it anymore. So, yeah. So, I will be right back. I have to go help with this instance. So I might restart the stream. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and restart the stream when I am back. And we'll do that so it's easier, or you guys get notified when we're back online. So I don't have to do like a, hidden screen the entire time. So I will see y'all in like maybe 30 minutes or so. I'll go ahead and save this, but I hope to see y'all later.